So I bet you can guess where I am now. And this is my view from bed. And my greenhouse up there. And a little peek at the garden. And skies as blue as the walls in here. You know, at times it felt like we would never be moved in here. We got the keys for the house on August 7th. It's now the 9th. So in just over a month, we have completely removed all the wallpaper, repainted practically the entire house, redid the floors. We're in the middle of a bathroom redo, so we don't even have our sink in yet. It's just the shower right now. But the important thing is that we're in. And I feel like I can get back to work now and start getting settled in, because I would say most of the boxes have been unpacked. And most of the things are on the walls and put away, and just feels like life is back in order again. So today I'm going to give you a tour of the house as it is. And it's not 100% finished. I don't think it will be. You know, when you live in a house, or, you know, when you grow a garden, it's never really finished, but it's in a state that I'm feeling really happy with. And there's some things that I do need to find some furniture for, some more storage, and then also some places for some of my projects, which brings me to a fantastic bit of news. So HGTV have featured me as one of their creative geniuses on my actual birthday. Yes, my birthday was just a couple of days ago, and it is an incredible honor. HGTV is a big name in the house and garden industry in the States. And I will leave a link down in the video description if you want to head over and check it out. But I thought, since we're going to be doing a house tour anyway, that if we come across anything that I've done as a project that might actually be in that feature, or will definitely be over on my website, I'll point it out and tell you a little bit about it, and also direct you to where you can figure out how to do it yourself. Oh, the cats are fighting again. So, first of all, let me give you a tour of the bedroom. Gosh, it's hard to believe how much this room has come on. So we painted it a really pretty blue. It's called salty blue. And the light fixture that used to be in our old dining room is above. And all of the bedroom furniture pretty much is white. And the linens are pretty much white as well. So it goes really well. Now, the first of one of my projects is this here, and it is a travel map, and super easy to make. I have a link in the video description as to how I did this and how you can make your own. So the idea with this is that you can paint in the states that you've visited, or you could do a world map like this, or another continent, Europe, for example. And I actually had a reader make 3 of these, and she had, I think it was Europe, the US, and a world map, and it looked incredible. It was great. We have the mirror and dresser with one of my drawers unclosed. Let's just go close that. And then I want to take you into the lounge, and we're gonna follow in with the floor. So there's been a lot of comments about our choice of floor in one of the previous videos. And I just want to show you why we decided to put this type in. A couple of people in the comments have been asking, why aren't you just sticking with your really nice floorboards? Now, first of all, there's cutouts of the boards in about 5 or 6 different places around the house. And I also wanted to just show you what's underneath. Oh my gosh, I just got a fright. There's just dust. Oh, it's creepy. But that is underneath the floor. And if we don't do something about covering these, this is going to be drafty and cold. And also this wood, it really isn't that great. It's not like a really nice cedar floor or something like that. So that's the reason why we're doing this. And in Britain, these are kind of standard floorboards as well. There's nothing really all that special about them. And they're just there to be covered either with carpet or with flooring of another type. Sorry if I gave you a little fright with the floorboards video. I had a bit of a fright myself. So we are in the lounge now, and we have it set up so that we've got the sofa here. I painted the fireplace. This was a really dated kind of 70s tile, and I just used white tile paint. A friend of mine found this for me in St. Albans, just north of London, shipped it to me. I absolutely love it. I'm a huge Tolkien fan, and I think that this is our house name. It's gotta be. This is our house name. Instead of the address, we're gonna just call it Hobbit Hole. And we're just going to live with this kind of insert fireplace for the winter, and then we will get a wood burner there next year, probably. After we have the boiler replaced, we want to update the boiler. I've had this bookshelf for so long, so long. I'll show you some of my books. I've gotten rid of so many. I've got quite a few different herbalism books, and of course, lots and lots of gardening books. Some of them from people that I know. Actually, probably a good third of those are from garden writers that I know who've sent me their books. And I've got cookbooks here as well. And you can also tell that I am a Game of Thrones fan as well. Can't wait for the next season to come out. Over here we have Josh's little setup. So this is his one little area that he's allowed. And this is a project that's over on lovelygreens.com. This is a pallet table that Josh actually built and was kind enough to share how he did it. And I think it looks great. Absolutely great. I mean, he's got it covered up here, but you know, you can see the herringbone work here. Occasionally, I do try to nick this from him and use it someplace else in the house, but I think it looks all right here. This is the entranceway by the door. Got a few houseplants in here as well. And if you can tell me where this comes from, then we're of kindred spirits. Aloe vera. Now I painted the interior here, the entryway, a color called Je m'appelle Missy. Ridiculous name, but beautiful color. And I think there were some people that were concerned that it would make this hallway a bit dark, but it's not dark at all. It's really pretty. And the lights that we've chosen up on the ceiling, let me just switch it on. It's kind of hard to see, but you see the light on the ceiling there. It has a really pretty effect. There's two of them. There's one there and one down there. And it looks really nice at night. Now we're gonna go into the kitchen. And there's still painting to be done in here as well. This is one of my little projects. Just something to remind us when we come into the kitchen. So I painted the tiles in here. They were, again, old and dated. And I'm really impressed by just, you know, simple white tile paint. It looks great for especially, you know, a quick fix. So if you've got really ugly old tile in your bathroom or kitchen like we do, then you can just paint it. Now, as far as what's in the baskets, these are all of the rest of my tomatoes. I picked all the green ones. These will be going into a chutney. Plums from the tree outside. There's a fantastic plum ketchup recipe that I've had, and I'm determined to actually get that recipe from my friend and make it myself. These are Succulent Terrariums, and I co-host workshops here on the island as to how you can make these, and they're just growing on right now, and then I will suspend them in the window over there in a couple of weeks or so. This is garlic from this year's harvest, or what's left of it. I've taken the best cloves or heads of garlic and set them aside for replanting. I have loads of sea glass. This is one of my favorite hobbies, going to the beach and looking for sea glass. I think I've got 3 or 4 jars of them around the house at the moment, and quite a few projects that I've made with sea glass as well. The dining area, I love it. It's just so cottagey and cute, and the furniture looks really good in here. And putting a mirror on the wall really just adds that extra depth and makes it a bit more of a home. This is a project that I did for Bob Vila, and I took the knob off, so I'm going to be replacing the knob on here, but this is a drinks cabinet that I made from scratch. I've got a bottle of my birthday gin in here that I got over the weekend. And if you want to see how this is made, I'll put a link down below, and the video instructions are over on bobvila.com. So this is the kitchen diner area. We've replaced the lights, so the lights are totally different. There was a fan, a ceiling fan there that was very 1988. And we have this idea, or had this idea, to kind of switch this around and in the future move the kitchen in here and make that area in the back the dining room. But I think we might just keep it as it is right now. Quite happy with it. This bathroom was so dated, and we tore out the old tub and we took out all the wallpaper and the old sink that was there. We've put flooring in thus far, and the shower tray is in, and the mermaid board is on the back, and it's starting to take shape in here. The water pressure isn't great. I was having a very old boiler here, so we will be updating the boiler. And had this all plastered recently too, so there'll be lots of painting in here. And we also put in LED spotlights and the extractor fan. This is one of the last unpacked boxes in the house, and it has another one of my projects in it. This was another one that I did for Bob Vila, how to make these coin vaults, which are just hexagon formed wood containers, and they have a plexiglass frontage on them, and then you insert the coins here on the side like that. And that video series is also over on bobvila.com as well. And there's 3 of them, One has, it's copper with Paris written on it. So the idea is that that would be for pennies or any kind of copper coins. This is my computer setup. These are a couple of pottery pieces that I've made that I use for just putting like pens and things into. That's a leaf imprint. Just a simple leaf that goes all the way around. And I also have some leaves over here that are drying. So a friend gave me a bunch of sage as a housewarming gift. So I'm drying it for myself and for her because she's interested in having a smudge stick kind of ceremony to kind of cleanse her new house. Personally, I've never done that before, but hey, let's try it out and see what it's like. The floors in here, you can't really see them very well because of all of my things that are stacked over here, but they look great. Now, I have a bookshelf of storage here, and then I keep all of my essential oils in this little cupboard. And then I have some infused oils here on the top. So I actually made this a couple videos ago. So this is the calendula oil that's infusing. And then I have lavender oil infusing into coconut oil. And then various other infused oil projects. And then in the middle here, so this is something that I need to sort out. I'm going to be putting in a standing worktop basically with some storage underneath, and then rearranging all of this so that everything has its own place. It's just really cluttered right now, and yeah, I need to do something about that quickly. So let me know what you think of the house and the colors and everything. As for me, I'm feeling really happy and content with how the house is looking, but I really need to start focusing on the outside, and that's what I really want to be doing. So next week, I'm going to be back in the garden, and this time it's time to clean up the allotments. So the allotment garden has really taken, you know, a backseat to everything that's been happening with both houses, moving, renovating, cleaning. Gosh, the cleaning. So it's going to be actually cleaning again next week. So tidying the allotment garden and then starting to think about things that I'll be doing outside here. So there's one project that I want to get started with pretty soon. So I will catch you again next week here on the Lovely Greens YouTube channel. Until then, please give this video a thumbs up and take care of yourself. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.